The severe weather outlook for today, you can see for our region, we have a slight risk. That's a level 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, a low-end severe weather threat for the region today. That runs for about the Texarkana over to Camden up to Pine Bluff, Sheridan, Fordyce, Arkadelphia, Malvern, Hot Springs, Hope, Prescott, Foreman, Ashdown, DeQueen, Nashville, Derricks, Murfreesboro, Delight, Glenwood, Mena, Mount Ida, Hot Springs again there, Arkadelphia, make sure I said all those as well. Then further south for Magnolia, down to El Dorado, further south down there, Hampton, you have a marginal risk. That's a 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. Our tornado threat is a little more on the lower side of things. Taking a look at that, you can see here our tornado outlook is has the 2% very low end tornado threat for Texarkana, Hope, Arkadelphia, Sheridan, Fordyce, Malvern, Hot Springs, Glenwood, Murfreesboro, Delight, Derricks, Nashville, DeQueen, Ashdown, and you do see the brown 5% lower end, still on the low side of things, but a low-end tornado threat there for Mount Ida, Hot Springs Village, Mena, Polk County. We're not going to really be the big story of today for the severe weather threat. The highest severe weather threat today is going to be up around Fort Smith. We'll talk about all that here in just a moment, though. We're going to show you that severe weather outlook as well. But for the most part, not seeing a whole lot across South, or not going to. We have that severe weather threat, but this isn't a super high severe weather threat. It's a severe weather threat, but it's on the lower side of things. We don't usually see this during the month of September. It's usually a quieter month, but the tornado outlook is there. There is a tornado risk, a very low end tornado threat, but damaging winds looks to be the main threat with this. As you can see there, that medium end damaging wind threat for most of the coverage area, and that large hail threat as well. That exists there across the area. That's on the lower side of things there as well. So real quickly, let's jump into what we have ongoing across the region currently. And when you see this, you're going to go, what do you mean? Because there is not much, if anything, going on across the region. There is some storms across northern Arkansas. That's gonna continue to move east, but that's gonna set up the severe weather threat later this evening and tonight. Most of your day today is gonna be dry, hot, humid, sunny, mix of some clouds here and there. But tonight, this evening, late this evening, is when our severe weather threat is going to be the big story as we go overnight tonight. We do have that flash flood watch for Polk, Montgomery, and Garland counties there, Hot Springs, Mount Ida, and Mena areas. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall looks like a possibility for them up there. I think widespread, we could see anywhere between 1 to 3 inches, maybe even 4 inches. We do have that chance of isolated hit or miss, or isolated amounts higher than 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. There is that flash flooding potential. I expect to see some isolated flash flooding ongoing overnight tonight across Arkansas. It's going to be hard to pinpoint exactly where you see the higher amounts at. Just that range, 1 to 3 to 4 inches of rainfall looks like a good possibility there for our region. But let's jump into this severe weather outlook and show you a little more about what we're talking about. Give me one moment here. Let me turn off the flood watch and pull up the severe weather outlook. So, taking a look at the day 1 severe weather outlook, here's where your risk is highest at. You got the day 1 enhanced risk. That's a level 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale for Fayetteville, Fort Smith, just northwestern Arkansas, and northeastern Oklahoma. Apologize about that. That I-40 corridor there through Fort Smith, up towards Fayetteville, Springdale area. That is where you have a corridor of a higher end tornado threat. That is your medium end tornado potential, and it's hatched, so there could be if things evolve, the severe weather the severe weather threat evolves the way it is forecasted to, you may even have the possibility of a stronger tornado or two up there in that 10% region. Further south, as you go throughout the day, that damaging wind threat's going to become, or throughout the event, that damaging wind threat's going to be your better threat as we go forward. We still have that lower end tornado threat for us, but I want to keep a close eye on the damaging wind threat as well. Don't let that surprise you if you have some gusty winds and maybe some hail there with that as well. So let's take a look now at the HRRR model. I do want to say, remember, model data isn't perfect, but it helps us get a general idea for the forecast, and it just helps us build a forecast. It's not the only thing to a forecast, but overall, we're going to, as we go throughout the day today, let me see if this should make its way there towards that time frame. So as we go forward throughout the rest of this afternoon, you can see storms up there continuing to move east. Maybe a few showers and storms that may try to develop further this afternoon. Not expecting much, though, in terms of that. But as we go into this afternoon and evening, you start to see storms up here around that 4 to 3 p.m. time frame fire off across northwestern Arkansas. Those will carry that tornado threat with that, and some gusty winds and large hail. As we go forward, though, more storms start to develop later on around 7 p.m. And you can see that here across Oklahoma and portions of Arkansas, northwestern Arkansas. And this will start to move towards us maybe around 9, 10 p.m. This is going to be a later overnight ordeal. Like I said, as we go further into the overnight time frame, these threats should start to die down some, but we still have that damaging wind threat, large hail threat, and that very low tornado threat. It's there. I don't want you to ignore it. We're used to severe weather events in Arkansas, but in September, this is usually our quieter month of the year. So just, once again, you can see this line of thunderstorms here moving into the area by that 10 p.m. time frame, maybe. And don't let this gap here ignore you. I want to watch that closely. Don't be surprised if you see storms there. We'll watch it closely, but don't think that just because this shows there's nothing there, that there may be something there. Remember, data's not perfect. This could be a little further south. This could be a little further north. It's just the way it goes sometimes, the way weather is. So just know there's a chance of severe weather overnight tonight. So I would say we could probably start to see some storms here in southwest Arkansas as early as 8 p.m. I would say closer to 9 to 10 p.m. throughout that overnight time frame, and this only goes till 1 a.m. But this is going to continue to move south, as well as that heavy rain and flash flooding potential as we go into the overnight hours. So remember that flash flooding will be a possibility there as well. We'll back this up and show you what this shows around that 1 a.m. time frame. You can see moving through pretty much the middle of our coverage area, I-30 corridor, potentially around 1 to 2 a.m. or 12 to 1 to 2 a.m. there, and you can see more storms continue. And like I said, don't let that gap surprise you. Don't let that gap make you think that you're not going to see storms today. There is that possibility, once again, for severe weather overnight. But you can see there, rain chances are going to continue into tomorrow morning, or really overnight into early tomorrow morning. And then after that, we could have some leftover showers tomorrow, but nothing like what we could see tonight across the region. Real quickly, let's pull up the SPC Outlook. I want to go, or not the SPC Outlook, but the Mesoscale Analyst, and I want to show you here what this setup is. What are we seeing here with this? Right now, you can kind of see here over Oklahoma, you have this very weak low pressure system over the surface here. Surface low pressure system, and that's going to be one of your leading factors with that. You have winds out of the south there. It's humid. There's a lot of instability available. This is looking at mixed layer instability. This is your storm fuel. Currently, right now, we have, let's see here, around 3,000 to 2,000 joules of instability or storm fuel. That's what those storms, when we say instability or CAPE, that is storm fuel. That's what those storms use as fuel. That's what they use to go forward with throughout the day, across that. And real quickly here, let's show you taking a look at the HRRR model in terms of that storm fuel or forecasted storm fuel as we go forward. You can see it's doing generally a good job on what it's picking up on with this mixed layer CAPE instability or storm fuel. And you can see as we go forward throughout the day today, going to continue to be hot, humid, and really tonight and this evening, this afternoon, you can see some very, the atmosphere is going to recover across northwestern Arkansas and lead to some very potential, very strong instability. We can already see that on looking at our mesoanalyst and just see what we currently have. But as we go into this evening, you can continue to see with those storms, there's going to be storm fuel and instability there around, and so those storms are going to continue to carry that severe weather potential. Damaging wind threat should be the main concern for us in southwest Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas around Fayetteville and Fort Smith, your severe weather threat is going to continue to include the tornado chances and gusty winds, large hail, heavy rainfall. For us, we have that tornado threat. It's on the lower side. There's a threat there. While it's on the low side, there's still a threat there. So stay weather aware this evening. Have multiple ways to receive warnings and know what to do in case a warning is issued. Let's go ahead and answer any questions that we have now. And I see that asking about Nashville. I think right now, you still have that severe weather threat as we go into this afternoon or this evening and overnight time frame. Damaging winds look to be the main potential around, I would say just in general for southwest Arkansas, around 9-10 p.m. through the overnight hours. I'd probably say our severe weather threat starts to decrease closer to probably around that 2-3 a.m. time frame, and then we should start transition more to that heavy rain potential as we go throughout the overnight hours. Wilton, I think probably closer at this time to right about around the, I would say probably closer to about 1 a.m. time frame for you there as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you just joined, no worries. This will be uploaded as a video here on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can check those out as well to go over the in case you've missed any information. Once again, severe weather threat. All modes of severe weather remain possible this evening and overnight tonight. The tornado threat for us in southwest Arkansas is on the lower side of things. Once again, I don't think it's, by all means, this isn't a big severe weather threat, but it's still a severe weather threat. So just make sure you know what to do in case in case you get under a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning, anything of that nature. And we will be here ready to go live tonight for any tornado warnings or any severe warnings that we feel the need to go live for, if they're life-threatening or if they got that tornado possible tag on them. Just in general, we'll be here ready to go live for you. And we'll be here. We will continue to have our live nonstop severe weather coverage up this evening and overnight tonight. That plays radar on YouTube. So if you wanted to and you have a smart TV, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can hit that live stream and you can airplay it to your TV. And if there is any storms that go tornado warned or have that severe weather or that life-threatening severe thunderstorm warning, we will be able to break straight into that coverage, and you won't have to wait to get a notification on Facebook. We'll still go live here on Facebook and stuff of that nature, but that's just another way you can be prepared. As always, if you got a weather radio, that's awesome. Make sure you have your alerts turned on your phone, and make sure you have ways to receive warnings to wake you up just in case. It's Arkansas. This is nothing we're not used to. It's just not common in September to get some severe weather. This is usually our quieter month, but hey, we are the best thing you can do is be prepared for it and know what to do in case warnings occur. As always, if there's any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Even after the live stream ends, we'll get to them and answer them to the best of our abilities. Thank you guys very much for trusting us with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Big thanks, as always, to all of our sponsors for helping us get this information to you. Patterson's Credit Union, Southern Dumpster Rental, Landmark Insurance Agency, and Palmer's Roofing and J&S Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper. We are blessed to work with some of the greatest, some of the best companies in Southwest Arkansas. Make sure to check them out, as well as make sure to stay weather aware this evening. We'll be here ready to keep you weather aware. And as always, thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Have a great rest.